this video, we're going to learn how to use Whiteboard in Microsoft Teams. To access a whiteboard, I'm going to join a meeting. And in this meeting, using the toolbar at the very top, I can select Share Content. Clicking into here, I can then see a drop-down menu where Microsoft Whiteboard will be available so you can collaborate on a whiteboard during a meeting. Clicking into the whiteboard, this will allow me to use the whiteboard and create a whiteboard for whatever reason that I need to use that for. In here, you have these draw capabilities at the very top, so you can click on these pens and draw any shapes or words, and the whiteboard will allow you to collaborate using those tools. To use any of the other tools, such as meeting notes, you can click on notes and you can insert a note into your whiteboard, and you can use various colours or grids if you wanted to from here. Clicking back, I can also add text, so if I wanted to add a text box, I can also type in here. I can also then change the colour of that text colour, and I can also copy this and delete it, and I can then move this and scale it up and down as much as I wanted to. I can also add shapes, so rather than drawing them, I can add them in. And again, I can change the colour of that, and again, I can change the size of that if I wanted to as well. I can also use reactions, which allow me to use some of these reactions, where I can then insert any of these into the whiteboard if it was a to-do list or a checklist, as an example. If you want to insert an image, you can just click on here and find an image from your computer. Or if you wanted to actually build a template using Whiteboard, you can just click templates here, decide which one you would like to use, and as you can see, you get lots of options in terms of a whiteboard that you might want to create. So if I want to use a mood board as an example, I can then insert this into my whiteboard, and then using my mouse to scroll in, I can then build out this mood board, insert pictures, images, colours, shapes, using that template there. This whiteboard is an infinite whiteboard, meaning that you can use your zoom tool using your cursor on your mouse to zoom in and out, where you can go and use any of the space and build any of the whiteboard out there. If you really wanted to, you can also add in any PDF or PowerPoint documents as an image, where you could then maybe annotate onto a PDF document or a PowerPoint slide. If you just want to hide this toolbar on the left hand side, you can just click on this icon here. Likewise, if you want to hide the drawing or inking options, you can do that there as well, so you've got a full whiteboard. You can also rename the whiteboard, so I'm going to call this test 1, so you can rename it to whichever you wanted to rename it as. And on the very right hand side over here, we can also then format a background if we wanted a different coloured background. So as an example, if I wanted to change the colour to yellow, you can see I actually have a yellow board rather than a white board. I can also change the grid style, so if I wanted to build out a graph as an example, I can use graph backgrounds or squares, or even just writing lines if I wanted to. So you can format your background from these settings here. Once you've finished building out your whiteboard, you can leave your meeting, and in the calendar area, I can access my whiteboard using the tabs at the very top of that meeting. So clicking into this whiteboard here, I will be able to see any of the changes in the whiteboard that we created. I can continue to collaborate on here or make any edits from this point of view here, so I can delete stuff if I wanted to, so I can actually continue to work on the whiteboard here. I can also access the whiteboard from the chat area, So in the meeting that I want to access, I can click on the whiteboard using the tabs at the very top of that meeting chat. And again, it will bring me to the same whiteboard that we were working on.